So it takes a shopaholic to know how an online shopping website works. So Faza and I were big online shoppers back in London where we studied. So we came back here, we missed that, there was a gap here in Malaysia, and we were like, what's up Malaysia, there's no online shopping website like overseas. We wanted to make fashion accessible to all, and even if you don't live in the capital or if you don't live next door to the shop, you can still order online and you get your purchase the next day.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fikri Maulana Fareza, and I'm going to present about our study case, which is strategic issues and leadership challenges of FashionValet, an online fashion enterprise. So in our part, I'm going to present about the introduction that will be contained three parts, which is I'm going to explain about the purpose, how do they survive, and also FashionValet today. So let's moving on to the purpose first. So the purpose of our study case is to analyze the strategic implementation of FashionValet as an online fashion enterprise, the biographies of the founders, Faza and Fifi, and also the background of the company, as well as that of Malaysia's fashion industry were overviewed to sketch out the pathways of FashionValet that they has gone through from this genesis stage till now as a significant player in the highly competitive fashion industry of Malaysia. Second, I'm going to present about how do they survive. So basically, how do they survive? They can be succeeded, they can be successfully in a short time because of the support of the innovative and very talented designer that they work behind them. So this is the key of successfully receive that how the FashionValet can be successfully doing their business. And FashionValet today, 6 years after the company establishment, FashionValet has 120 employees and has more than 500 brands across Southeast Asia, an office in Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, and also Jakarta. FashionValet is the idea generated by husband and wife. Take it in. FashionValet proudly positions itself as Malaysia's first and hottest online store that aims and bringing the latest fashion trends to the customers. Endorsed FashionValet on promoting Malaysia's homegrown brands and designer, as well as from the rest of the Southeast Asians online shopping online.
Assalamualaikum and hi. Now I will explain generally about the background of FashionValet. FashionValet is one of Malaysia's first and famous online trading platform that collect and promotes the brands of product that produced by local designers. This company was established in 2010 by the founders, who was a husband and wife, and it was launched in November 2010 with only 10 local designers involved. But now this company is getting bigger and bigger. There is 120 employees and more than 500 brands across Southeast Asia that wanted to collaborate with it. The motto for FashionValet is "Click to your door." It means by a single click, your purchases will reach in front of your door by the next day. There is many local designers that involve and collaborate with FashionValet such as Mimpi Kita, Nilofar, and Kalakisha. But actually, there is many more. The headquarters for this company is not only in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, but also in Singapore and Indonesia. So, it is a big company. Next, I will pass the next presenter.
Hi, my name is Nur Haniza binti Muhammad Yusof, 246356. Now, I would like to explain the next part, which is protagonists. There are two protagonists in these cases, which is Fazaruddin Shah Anwar and Bibi Yusof. Well, let's start with Fazal. Fazaruddin Shah Anwar, 28, born and raised in Kuala Lumpur, moved to London in 2004 to pursue his A-level in Cambridge Tutors College. In 2006, he was accepted into Imperial College London, graduating with a Master in Aeronautical Engineering 4 years later. Upon returning to Malaysia, he joined Deloitte Consulting Malaysia, where he was exposed to C-suite professionals in both the public and private sector. He worked with clients such as Sagi University, Tradewin Berhad, and Felda for projects involving corporate restructuring and strategy development. Fazal co-founded FashionValet with his partner Bibi Yusof while he was still in Deloitte, juggling both jobs for months before finally resigning 8 months after FashionValet went live. He now heads a team of 25 in FashionValet, leading the company's strategy, marketing and business development. Fazal actively speaks about his experience in university and entrepreneurship events. He has also given talks on entrepreneurship and e-commerce at industry events such as the Kuala Lumpur International Trade Fair organized by MyTrade. Now, let's proceed with Bibi Yusof, a law graduate from London School of Economics, LSE, is the Chief Creative Officer at FashionValet, a fashion e-commerce company founded by herself and her husband, Fazaruddin Shah Anwar. Bibi has won several awards including Bella Business Award 2013, Prestige Magazine's 2015 Women's Weekly Malaysia Finance and Commerce nominee for the Great Woman of Time Award 2015, Young Entrepreneur Award from Tribute to Women Malaysia. The award was presented to Bibi by Her Majesty Raja Permaisuri Agong Tuanku Hajah Haminah. Bibi has also graced the cover of several high-profile magazines in Malaysia, Her World, Prestige and Tatler. She was also named a friend of Louis Vuitton, being the first hijabi woman to be honoured with the title. Bibi was listed on Tatler's 2017 Generation T list, a group of next-generation industry leaders in their region and its top 50 rising tech star in Asia. She has been featured in many international media, including BBC, The New York Times, and Forbes. Well acclaimed as one of Malaysia's top bloggers with 250,000 hits monthly on her blog. Proud that Bibi has been blogging for 10 years and is still actively involved in her blog. Bibi is also a social media icon with over 1 million followers on her Instagram. Recently, in 2017, Bibi started venturing into blogging as well. Besides blogging, where she launched her own channel on YouTube, serving as the visual platform to share her life insights with followers on a regular basis. Well, now, FashionValet is now one of Malaysia's largest online fashion and beauty retailer with an emphasis on homegrown design products. Customers are treated to more than 10,000 unique products from over 200 brands from Southeast Asia. FB delivers fast and friendly service to customers all over the world, particularly from Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, Indonesia, and Australia. That's all from me. Thank you.
Natasha Hanim Tizani Sham, 245884. I will explain about problem faced by FashionValet. The first problem in this case study was lack of capital. Bibi and Fazal started their company with only 100 ringgit Malaysia. The capital is used for marketing budget per month. Besides that, they both use their and sacrifice their own pay until their company stable. Until then, they realized that they need to find investor for their company to grow faster. In leadership context, what is done by Bibi and Fazal was basically a hierarchical structure. What is hierarchical structure? Hierarchical structure means the higher position has the power to decide a decision. Vivi and Faza make their own decision, which is use their own pay for the sake for their company. They don't have to ask their co-workers or their team to decide whether they need to use or not to use their pay. The second problem faced by Vivi and Faza was hardship in finding an unique identity. Well, actually, at the very beginning of their FashionValet starting, this company has no one real goal. This is because their official website has various of category, and they realized that their sales was dropping. Until then, they decided to only focus on women. So they decide to sell product that only for women. In leadership context, Vivi and Faza use communication strategy to solve their problem. There are 5 steps in this strategy, which is determining communication goal, determining target audience, determining messages, communication channels, and getting feedback from audience. After Vivi and Faza realized that their sales was dropping, they decided to change from various category to only focus on women. So automatically that is their goal, and their target audience also changed from various to only women. The next strategy was determining messages. Vivi and Faza transformed their official website from various categories to focus only on women, so that they tell the visitor of the website that the website is only sell product for women. Channels that have been used were their own official website, and lastly, Faza and Vivi getting feedback from their customer using their official website, which is they providing a component for customer feedback and services in their website, so that they get to know their customer feedback. And the last problem is making a wrong decision for creating website. This is the most expensive experience for both of them, where they learn that they thought they want to be special by doing their things on their own way, by using .net instead of .com for their domain website name. But they are wrong. They face problem when it created confusion to most of magazines and newspaper writer. Their link was wrongly published. Their link was published as .com instead of .net. So Vivi and Faza decided to change their domain name from .net to .com. In leadership context, we can see that Vivi and Faza action to change from .net to .com is mainly an example of transformational leadership behavior. Transformational leadership behavior means that action that involve influencing major changes in an organization, and this kind of leader always develop fast when they detecting problem in their organization. So they made this FashionValet, they made tremendous buntings, flyers, and packaging materials to tell their customer that their domain name for official website have changed from .net to .com. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now I will explain about decision making made by FashionValet company. Okay, decision making symbolizes the learned habitual response resulting in a habit-based propensity to react in a certain way in a specific decision context. Okay, in FashionValet, Faza Anwar and Vivi Yusof plays their role as a leader to take the first step in making decision to organize an online fashion company that is rare in Malaysia on that time. Okay, Faza Anwar and Vivi Yusof creates an online platform for local designers to sell their products to the market and willing to organize the FashionValet company on the first place. Wellness 2014 state that all the decision is made by the leaders in order to make more achievement for their company will bring the company forward. We can see that here, FashionValet choose to take women as their target market to keep focusing on their target to maintain and increase their achievement. Park, Song and Lim 2016 stated that full support from the leaders will make all the impossible things to possible when they choose to make the right decision. The next decision is they had to make a decision to not to be so different from the other companies such as Zalora, but to try to be the best and compete with them to get and gain customers' trust. Okay, the last decision that Fazza Anwar and Vivi Yusof made is open a store, physical stores at Kuala Lumpur, which in Bangsa Village and Pavilion, and that decision had boosted their name and sales up to the highest level.